The War is Over, the Stonehouse Series, Chapter 59. Naked, beaten, and lying in a tangled pile, Jesus floated in and out of consciousness, halfway between destruction and recovery. His eyes fluttered open. "Oh God, my Father, help me. Save me from the dragon's mouth, from his claws and the horns upon his head." Around him, nothing stayed where it used to be. Everything was moving. Each lava rock island contained a chain-anchored dragon, but the islands were shifting, moving on a liquid bed of lava. Through their movement, what was once a safe spot could suddenly turn and be within the reach of a different demon's claw. Dragging himself with his one functioning arm, he pulled his body back from a shifting lava stream and from a hungry set of eyes. Floating his bone and leathery wings, Lucifer was searching on his prey. "I am close, very close. I can almost smell you, Jesus, and taste your blood upon my tongue. Where are you?" Banking left, he set his wings, dropped his elevation 50 feet, and cut a swooping path above a row of slowly shifting islands. "Yes, there you are. Gotcha! Ha ha, yes!" Seeing Jesus, Lucifer's right hand automatically gripped tighter to the massive iron stake that he carried. His left hand clenched the chain and collar fastened to the stake. Pulling up his wings and billowing like the sails of two ships, Lucifer landed softly at Jesus' feet. "This is the one I was afraid of, the one who caused me so much fear. He is a thing of nothingness, of no count." Lucifer tossed the chain and collar to the side, but held tightly to the stake. "Absolute victory. I can smell it. I can taste it." Unseen by Lucifer, a set of black claws reached out and took solid hold of the discarded collar. With both hands, Lucifer clenched the giant iron spike and raised it high above his head. Drawing in a deep breath and relishing the moment, Lucifer prepared to drive the pointy end through the chest of Jesus and anchor him to the lava rock below. Standing silently and with his arms upraised and with no warning, the chain draped back from the iron stake, snug tight, and then, with a steady pull on the chain by the collar-holding demon, the black-clawed demon pulled his master over backwards. Caught completely off balance, Lucifer flapped his wings up to catch himself from falling. But given his most desired attack conditions, the lurking demon struck. Crunch, smack, snap. Lucifer's right wing was completely bitten off, and he screamed in pain. "Ah!" Swish, swish, slash. 4 massive claws, sharper, stronger than the best of steel, raked down the chest, shredding Lucifer clearly to his ribcage. "You left us there to die," shouted his attacker. Dazed and groggy, with blood all over, Lucifer gazed at his attacker. Who are you?" Whoosh, whoosh, whack, whack, whack. Lucifer's majestic dragon suit was turned almost completely inside out. "In the garden, Adam and Eve? Do you remember them? Do you remember me? I was there. We followed you, and you deserted us. You led us to rebel against God. God, the most good and kind of all, I was such a fool to follow you." The creature chained in place screamed a scream which rattled the very foundation stones of hell. Ah! Lucifer was thrown back just slightly out of reach from the razor claws. "What's wrong with you? Don't you know? I have won. I have beaten God. Jesus is dead, and I have won." Then a voice responded with deeply mocking words. "Lucifer, you too are such a fool. Tell me of the mighty battle fought for you to enter into this place. How many thousands of my brothers did it cost?" Eyeing his dismembered right wing from 20 feet away and a useless pair of legs, the once mighty Lucifer weakly responded, "On the earth, on the cross, I killed God. Jesus' spirit self died, dead. The sinless, spotless Lamb of God, and you think that he is dead? Can't you read and comprehend what God has said? Hundreds of prophecies spoken about the trap he laid, which you have broken into. You have broken into hell, you fool." Hiding, and time was working on his side, Lucifer began to mend. Parts and pieces were growing back together, pulling in, and he could move one toe a little. Straining at the end of his chain, the monstrous creature towered over the frame of Lucifer and spoke louder still. "It pleased the Lord to bruise him? Does that ring a bell? And his soul shall make an offering for sin." Lucifer, what the hell do you think Jesus was doing here, you fool? "He shall see the travail of his soul and shall be satisfied. You have played his game and lost, Lucifer. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death." Lucifer, Jesus has won. He has beaten us all. Parts were pulling back in, and Lucifer slid his bulky body across the ground and lay beside his wing, trying to get it to glue back on, rubbing up against it. "Faster, wing, a little faster, faster if you please." He pulled his leg up an inch or two, bending at the knee.